Imagine a time 4.5 billion years ago, before Earth existed as we know it. The universe was a swirling, chaotic expanse of gas and dust. In one corner of our galaxy, a massive nebula began to collapse under its own gravity. As it shrank, it spun faster and faster, forming a glowing disk. At its core, pressure and temperature soared, igniting a thermonuclear reaction. Our sun was born, but the sun wasn't alone. Around it, the leftover gas and dust swirled, clumping together under gravity's pull. Over millions of years, these clumps grew, smashing into one another and forming the early planets. Among them was Earth, a young, fiery world covered in molten rock and surrounded by a toxic atmosphere of hydrogen sulfide, methane, and carbon dioxide. This was no place for life. The infant Earth was a battleground, bombarded by asteroids and comets. Then, something unimaginable happened. A planet-sized object, roughly the size of Mars, collided with Earth. The impact was catastrophic. Rock and debris were blasted into space, creating a ring around the planet. Over time, this debris coalesced, forming the Moon. This colossal collision shaped Earth's destiny. The Moon's gravity stabilized the planet's tilt, giving us seasons and a more predictable climate. It was a step toward the world we know, but Earth still had a long way to go. As the planet cooled, its fiery surface began to solidify. Water vapor, delivered by countless comets, condensed into liquid, forming vast, primordial oceans. For millions of years, these waters churned under a stormy sky, lightning sparking across the horizon. And then, something extraordinary happened. Deep in the oceans, in a soup of organic molecules, the first living cells emerged. These were the pioneers, simple, single-celled organisms that began the slow work of transforming the planet. Among them were cyanobacteria, tiny architects of change. They harnessed sunlight, producing oxygen and releasing it into the atmosphere. At first, this oxygen was a poison, triggering Earth's first mass extinction. But it also paved the way for more complex life. The once toxic skies cleared, revealing a blue planet. Over time, continents began to form, the product of volcanic eruptions and tectonic forces. By 1.1 billion years ago, these landmasses fused into a supercontinent called Rodinia, only to be torn apart again as Earth's restless crust shifted. Life, too, was evolving. Around 540 million years ago, a miraculous event occurred, the Cambrian explosion. In a geologic instant, life diversified. Oceans teemed with strange and alien creatures, trilobites, sea scorpions, and bizarre, worm-like predators. This was a world of experimentation, where nature tested countless forms and strategies for survival. But Earth's journey is not just one of creation, it is also a story of destruction. The planet has endured 5 mass extinctions, each reshaping the course of life. The first came 440 million years ago, when rapid cooling wiped out 85% of species. Later, 250 million years ago, Earth faced its greatest extinction. Volcanic eruptions filled the air with greenhouse gases, heating the planet to lethal levels. Over 95% of life vanished, a desolate world left in its wake. And yet, life found a way. From the ashes of extinction rose new dynasties. Among them were the dinosaurs, who dominated Earth for 160 million years. From the towering Argentinosaurus, one of the largest land animals ever, to the fearsome Tyrannosaurus rex, the age of dinosaurs was one of majesty and ferocity. But even the mightiest fall. 66 million years ago, a colossal asteroid slammed into what is now Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. The impact unleashed energy equivalent to billions of atomic bombs, creating a fiery apocalypse. The skies, darkened with ash and soot, blocking the sun. Temperatures plummeted, and ecosystems collapsed. The dinosaurs, except for their avian descendants, were gone. In their absence, mammals rose to prominence. Tiny, nocturnal creatures evolved into a diverse array of species, including primates. 6 million years ago, in Africa, an unassuming ancestor began walking on 2 legs. This marked the dawn of humanity's story. At first, our ancestors were simple toolmakers, carving out a modest existence. But they were innovators. By 800,000 years ago, they had mastered fire, cooking food and surviving in harsh climates. Their brains grew larger, allowing for complex language, social bonds, and creativity. 40,000 years ago, Homo sapiens emerged as the dominant human species, spreading across the globe. They painted in caves, built tools, and imagined gods. By 10,000 years ago, they settled down, cultivating crops and building the first civilizations. And then, in just a blink of geological time, humanity reshaped the planet. We built cities, connected continents, and even reached for the stars. But this progress has come at a cost. Today, we face new challenges: a warming planet, melting ice caps, and rising seas. Earth's story is one of resilience and transformation. It has endured fiery beginnings, icy ages, and cataclysmic extinctions. And yet, here we are, a species capable of understanding this vast timeline, poised to write the next chapter. Will it be a story of destruction or redemption? That choice is ours.